Good afternoon everyone, good afternoon, and welcome back to another very short video. I keep saying that, but this one I think will be short. I guess we'll call this a channel update. What's been going on, direction of the channel, because I know a couple of people have been asking me, and what I've been up to, which is not that much, but it deserves a bit of an update. Okay, so just a quick update like I said. So if you follow the community tab on my channel, which is up here somewhere on the YouTube browser, you'll see I put a post on the other day. I'm still in Bahrain. I'm still on the hunt for a car. Like I've said before in previous videos, I have a Audi A6 at the moment that I'm driving, which is not great. It's not a great car. I mean, I used to love Audis, but this car's pretty beat up. But it does a trick. It gets me to the office and it gets me around in Bahrain. So the idea is to buy a Porsche. For a while there I considered getting a Cayenne or a Macan, or even I was like tempted with the G63. To be honest, I'm going to get either a 981 Cayman. It'd be great to get a GT4. I don't think it'll be a GT4. Not many come up and they're expensive. But I think it'll be a 981 Cayman S. I found what was almost like a really good one the other day. It was in speed yellow. I think it was speed yellow. PDK, Sport Chrono Plus, all the stuff. But cars sell really quickly here, especially Porsches when they're around anywhere between 10 and 13,000 BD or 12 and 15,000 BD, which is about 3 times. So 45,000 US, 60,000 Aussie if you convert 15,000 BD. This 981 Cayman S, I'll show a picture of it actually, it's still online. This one was 13,000, close enough to 13,000 BD, which is, what's that, 52,000 Aussie, 36,000 US, which based on Australian prices is cheap. I had a look on the car website in Australia, and they were sitting at, for a 2014, around 105,000 Aussie. So that price was cheap. Of course, it came up in the beginning of the week. I didn't go there till the end of the week. It was still showing online. I didn't call them. It's about 20 minutes away from here in a place called Amouage Islands, and we drove there and the car is sold. The good news is the guy at the dealership was actually quite good, and I gave him the details of what I was looking for, took my name and number, so hopefully if something comes in, he'll give me a call. They deal with mainly German type of import, or more sort of those sort of cars. But anyway, you have to do that. They obviously go very quickly here. So still looking for a car. Like I said, I just joined the Porsche Club in Bahrain. I know it seems weird I don't have a car, but they let me join it. Been talking to a guy on Facebook. That's my membership. So I picked that up, went out to Porsche in Bahrain yesterday. Here's some footage when I was at Porsche in Bahrain. I didn't film inside. I could have, I think. I always feel a bit uncomfortable. It was quite busy in there, so I just filmed outside. I have to say though, if you're looking at the footage now, maybe it's happening. The orange Cayenne Coupe was, the lava orange Cayenne Coupe was very, very cool. I don't know what it is, but in a bright color, it really, really worked. They had the 4S out the front, which you would have seen. I've seen them in real life. I've seen a couple on the road driving. I haven't stood next to one. I really like the rear arches. I like the fatness of the back wheel arch. I love the interior. I think the interior is fantastic. But all in all, and silver, silver's still a great color for a 911. Honestly, that silver one, it still looked fantastic. Inside they had a cabriolet. Cabriolet looked quite good, quite fat at the back. I don't think none of them had the sport design package, so when you get the sport design package, I'm guessing you guys have seen it, you get different front grille. If you get the full package, you get the back. It has those little sort of side bits in paint, but the main thing with the sport design package at the back is the number plate moves up. So in the non-sport design it's low, in the sport design it's up in the center. Some people say it looks better, the rear of the 911, the 992 looks better with the number plate in that position. I'm not convinced it does look better. I think in real life the 992 is a really attractive car. I was never convinced in images, and I've said that before, but in real life and seeing it on the road, it's a really, really attractive car. And yes, I would love to get one, but I'm not willing to spend that much money at the moment. And depreciation, I'd rather buy one that's already depreciated. So that's news on the Bahrain front. Like I said, still looking, but I have gone off the fact of getting an SUV. I have gone off the fact of getting another car. When I get the Porsche, whether it be the 911, hopefully a 911, I asked them to search for 997.2s and I asked him to search for 991.1s. So that's what I put the feeler out for. Hopefully he'll come back with, he had nothing at the moment, but hopefully something will come through. So that's that situation. What's next? What next? Car. Oh, the channel. Had a few comments privately and in the comments that, you know, you subscribe to this channel because it was a Porsche channel and now there's not much Porsche content. Why don't I do streaming? Why don't I do more Porsche videos? I do intend to do more videos. I haven't stopped with the Porsche content. The reason why I don't do the streaming here is because I've had really unstable internet. Bahrain is not great. I bought a product in the UK called Google Wi-Fi. I bought the old one that's been superseded because it was cheaper. And also the new one has speakers, but it's something to do with the Wi-Fi here and the internet. It's supplied by the apartment as well. I mean, the speed is okay. It's average speed, but it's not super slow. Of course, it's not like fiber in London. So I bought a thing called Google Wi-Fi, which is that. So there's one here this is the second bedroom in our apartment, and this is what we're set up as a study. So this is where we do our work, and this is where I'm going to be making my videos. So instead of seeing the London view in the background, you're going to see this bed, which is never used. Yeah, so the reason why I don't do the streaming is purely because it's not enough to sustain it. I will give it a test again. I will try it. Hopefully I can do some streams. I'm still playing with the idea of a podcast. I did one episode. It's pretty basic. I just wanted to test out the microphone that I bought and to load it up. It is on iTunes. It is on, not Spotify, it's on, I can't remember it, It's on iTunes anyway. It's on iTunes. It's under the name Porsche Cooled. So there is a podcast. There's a link in my front page of my YouTube channel, so you can have a look at it. Like I said, if you want me to do more of those, I'm really seriously thinking about doing more of them. I didn't have enough weight in my luggage to bring my microphone, so I'd have to do it without my microphone. But I am going back to London next week, on this weekend. So that's about that. I am heading back to Sydney. I'm about to write an email to Order House in Sydney. I'm going to already going to do it. I get back on to Sydney. We fly for 2 days. You lose a day in travel. So I think we leave on the 16th of December, back into Sydney on the 18th of December. The next day, I'm going to book the car in. I might even get the annual major service, which is not really due to late January. I may get that done as soon as I get back. I'm going to get them to fit the short shifter. I'm going to get them just to do my rego check. And then I'm going to get them, possibly if I buy them, which I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get the stainless steel door sills from one of those online sites in the UK, Porsche sites. It's about 500 Australian dollars, I think, shipped. Free shipping to the UK, to the London flat, so that's good. So I'm going to get those, and I might buy some leather from Exclusive Option. I know you might think that's crazy, because the other thing I'm going to do is I'm trying to tie up storage in Australia. I am going to put the car in storage. I'm going to put it in storage for the next 12 months. I'm not selling it, I'm keeping it. A lot of people say sell it, get something more rare. Sell it, buy the one in Bahrain. If I need to buy a car in Bahrain, I can still do that. I don't need to sell the P997 to do that. So luckily, I don't need to do it. But that's the plan. I am going to put it in storage. I'm going to put it in storage for 12 months. Hopefully Order House Hamilton in Sydney will have space. Last time I called them, they didn't. If not, there's a second alternative. So that's the plan with the car. That's the plan with that. Like I said, we're currently in Bahrain. We're about to go to London to work on another project that's happening in Madrid, which is the climate change conference. Not that exciting. Then we go to Madrid, then we come back to London, then we might come back to Bahrain for a few days, and then we go back to London, and then we fly out to Sydney. So when I'm in Sydney, like I said, a lot more Porsche content, a lot more coming up. My watch videos, they get reasonable views. I know a lot of you guys aren't into, some of you guys I should say, don't understand the Rolex watch thing. I've been into watches for a long time. I don't have a lot of them. My friend has a lot more. My friends, I should say, have a lot more. But I kind of like doing the watch videos. It's something different. I've always made this channel to be a little bit of variety. It has tech, it had travel in the beginning. It wasn't very good. And then I did the Porsche content. And then all you guys that have followed me, which is great, are all interested in Porsche. I know a lot of you don't want to know about the other stuff. Some of you do. I will do a couple more watch videos. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one on Natasha's watch, which we purchased a month after mine, which is also a Rolex. So I'm going to do a review of that. That's a very beautiful watch. I have to say it's probably a lot more beautiful than mine, and probably going to be a lot more, appreciate a lot more, and in some ways rarer, if you can say that about a Rolex. So I'm going to do a video on that, and I will do another video on my watch, but a slightly different one. But we'll wait for, I can't even talk properly. Maybe next week. No, next week I'm in London. Yeah, maybe next week in London. All right, so that's it. Like I said, very quick channel update. If you've forgotten what my 997 looks like, here's some footage here. I cannot wait to get back to Sydney. I cannot wait to drive it. I'm gonna go on some really, really long drives in it. I'm gonna make sure I put the kilometers on it or the miles on it. Like I said, it's gonna have the short shifter. It's gonna have full major service. I might even get some PPF if I have enough time and they're open. There's a place that I found through Instagram that do protection film on, I think for Porsche in Australia. So they do a lot of protection film on Porsches and Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I'm gonna try and get them to do the film on the front of the car, redo the film on the front of the car, and do the bonnet. So I'm gonna do that. What else? I think that's it. I think I'll run out of time and try to have at least a little bit of rest in between working and Christmas break. That's it. Channel update. Sometimes these videos are boring. I hope it hasn't been too boring. Like I said, my name is Michael Barth, for those of you who don't know. If you like the video, give it that. And if you don't like it, tell me in the comments why you don't like it. Yeah, and just subscribe, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.